Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share a little completed softcover fall autumn junk journal. This junk journal, let's see, measures about 5 3/4 by 8 3/4, and the cover is made from cardstock. Not cardstock, I'm sorry, scrapbook paper that I backed with another piece of scrapbook paper and then sewed together. It does have one signature, and I just decorated the front a little bit, put a little cut apart here, layered some ribbon trim on some lace, and then just another cut apart. So let's get inside. This is made with coffee dyed paper. There's some other types of paper as well as scrapbook paper. So on the first page here, I just layered another cut apart on some ribbon trim there. Here's a little half sheet that I made into a pocket, and I attached some lace on there. And here's just a tag. On top there's some, the underneath this is sari silk, and then my favorite lace trim. And here is a little booklet. It's blank on both sides, but perfect place to journal, plenty of room. And then I just sewed this cut apart on. Fall into a good time. And then here's the scrapbook paper as a full sheet. And I made another little pocket here. This one, there's a few layers going on. The base layer is scrapbook paper, and then I took another piece of scrapbook paper, ripped it up on the edges a little bit, put that down. Then another piece, actually this right here, this thin piece, coffee dyed paper, and then a cut apart. And then I had these little white flowers, and then I just inked the edges. I believe this is walnut stain. Is it the walnut stain? I'm pretty sure it is. The Tim Holtz Distress Ink. So that's that, just to have it match a little bit better. And then in this pocket, again, a nice little tag here, plenty of room for journaling on the back and the front too. And then another little place for journaling. And here's just a cut apart with some lace under it. And here I have just some regular lined paper, and then I just attached this little die cut just for some interest. And here I have made a pocket with some coffee dyed paper, so the top and the bottom, and then just a big tag in here. Nothing on the back of that tag, but perfect, I would say, for a picture on the front, and then you could journal on the back about the picture. And here's another one of these half pages. I turned that into a pocket, just put a tag in there. A nice little empty space, some journaling on top. This one here, I did a little, this was my attempt at some different type of layering. I have some lace here, I have some ribbon, a little bit of this gold trim, and then I just stuck a butterfly over it. And on this side, I made a little tuck spot so you could just tuck something up under there. Sewed some laces together, and then made a little flag. And here's some coffee dyed graph paper. Another page of lined paper. This little flip out, lined with some lace trim. Here is another little, this actually you can tuck under the first little flag, under the second little flag, and then also under the whole thing. Or you can just tuck it under the whole thing, but there are options to tuck under these two little flags too. And then I just have the little butterfly and some layered burlap ribbon and some lace trim. And on this side, this here is just a scrapbook paper, some lace covering it, and then it holds these sheets in here. This is coffee dyed paper, music paper. Well, not music paper, but music notepad paper. And then this one's just lots of room for journaling. Okay. And here's the middle signature, Welcome Autumn. And another little pocket here. On this pocket I have the scrapbook paper layered with some ribbon, burlap trim, and then a cut apart. So cozy. And here's a little cutout from the collection. Made a little bow here and then sewed around the edges. And here's a tiny little book that I made. And it just has some coffee dyed sheets in it. It's all blank. You can jot little notes in there. There's a little cut off, and then I just sew down the middle to keep it together. So those two little ones tuck right in there. And again, some layering up there. Lined paper, coffee dyed graph paper. Another little tuck spot with some layered sari silk lace ribbon and a little button. And another half sheet pocket with a little tag. I sewed some burlap trim on the bottom and then used it also as a little pull tab. And that slides right back in there. On this side, another pocket, coffee dyed paper pocket. Say that fast. Coffee dyed paper pocket with some coffee dyed graph paper for journaling. Oopsies. Get in there. And some lined paper. Here's another flip out. And it is layered with some lace, some ribbon trim, and another flower that I used the Tim Holtz Distress ink on. Another little half sheet, cut apart, sewed around the edges, made a little tag. This one, if you can see, this is the pattern paper that's sewed onto the coffee dyed paper. A little pull tab on top. Another little flip out here, again with some burlap trim and then some little lace trim over it, and another one of those flowers. And lastly, we have a little corner tuck spot. And here there's some sari silk ribbon, lace trim, and a little bling. I'm not sure what to call it, but a cute little flowery pink blingy thingy. And a little booklet with a cut apart sewn right on top. And on the back cover, I have this burlap pocket sewed around it. Has the little lace over it, and this lace also can be used, let's see if I can find a skinny tag, to tuck something, oops, am I in frame? There we go. To tuck something in the front also, if you wanted. And then in here, just a little cut apart, backed on some coffee dyed lined paper that I made. And then it tucks right in there. And the back. So that is another one of my fall soft cover junk journals. Thanks for watching. Bye.